this from plumbing or what? There's the back side of the spray bottle. Well, there's another fountain. Done. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ray's Reefing. A couple of things here. Remember when I said I was going to take the protein skimmer out of the other tank? Well, I did do that, and I got all my probes and all that stuff in there. But one thing's happening here. Look at the protein skimmer. That's 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks that thing's been sitting in there now, since the last video I did on this sump in particular. But 2 weeks I'm hardly pulling anything out. And look how clean the roller filter is. Obviously, I think I'm going to wind up having to take the protein skimmer off, because I'm going to show you another reason why. Well, look up here. There's algae and stuff growing on the back and all that, because I've never cleaned it, but there's hardly anything growing even on the rocks. But feather dusters are growing like crazy. I mean, they're even growing in here. They're all over the place. So, and look at the tank. But there's a problem going on here. I mean, don't get me wrong, things are growing right. There's no algae growing. I mean, that Monopora is growing like crazy. So are those. And I just fragged those not that long ago. Everything's doing good, except, look at this. Now, I just put those maidenhair plant in there in the back Friday. And then I put 4 shaving brush in there. They were green. And those are supposed to eat up the phosphates, the nitrates, but I think what's happening here is that I might be depleting my tank. Everything's doing good, don't get me wrong, but you know, if there was phosphates and nitrates in there, those things would be, I mean, super green, like they were when I put them in. But, and I don't think it's the light. The light's not that strong, but I think they're starving. And here's another reason why. Look at this. pH has not changed. Well, it was 8.2. It went down. But now this thing's been running for a month and a half. Look at my RRP. 430. I mean, I think my water's too clean. Like I said, I might have to turn the protein skimmer off. I mean, this thing is like really doing its job. I mean, look at the water. Nothing growing on the glass, you know, except for the bottom, you know, on the top, where you can't get in there unless I take a, you know, like a magic eraser, but the magnet don't get it. But I mean, this water is unbelievable. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is turn the protein skimmer off. I mean, that hasn't done nothing. I mean, the cloth, I mean, you can see the difference in the two, but is this thing working that well where it's cleaning the water that well? Well, it sure looks like it. It looks like it to me, and it ain't turning very much. I mean, it still works. Come here, you little booger. See? But, man, unbelievable. That's really cool. I'm super impressed with this this design. And I mean, everything else is growing good. It's just the shaving brush plants, they're on their way out because there's nothing in there for them to eat. The maidenhair is doing all right. I mean, it was fuller than that from Friday. I mean, this is Sunday, but I don't think the shaving brush is going to make it because I don't think there's enough in there for them to eat, to absorb. So I'm liking it. So if I can turn the protein skimmer off, I don't need it. Well, that just gives me more room to do some other things, like what I'm about ready to show you out here in the garage with the 36-inch design. It's still not done yet. I just got my bulkheads for to hook the motors up and all that. So, and it's getting late on Sunday, so I got a couple other things I got to do. But let me show you while I was waiting for the bulkhead fitting so I can finish up the sump. And I'll show you something a little bit different besides having to use GFO and all that good stuff. So, oh, and guys, tell me what you think. Reef Palooza's in Orlando this week, or next weekend, May 6th and May 7th. You guys, what do you think? You think I might have a chance of showing it off? Showing off this design? Let me hear from you and let me know what you think. All right, let's go out to the garage and I'll show you what I did in my spare time while I was waiting for some parts. Okay, well, while I was waiting for the parts, I decided I wanted to try something here. So, you can see, protein skimmer fits in there nicely. But then I decided, I've been seeing people trying to do refugiums with, you know, doing keto. So, I kind of come up with this where the water that comes down from the tank here, okay, which then goes into the roller filter and then back through to the skimmer and then over to the return. So what I want to try is, I have a pump where it comes from the tank. It's going to pump around and into this device here, which I know everybody's seen it before. You know, if you watch, you know, enough YouTube channels on reefing and stuff, where this is a Kato reactor. So what it's going to do, it's going to pull from here instead of going after the filter and all that, you know, where the water's cleaner, and then going to the Kato reactor. So then back up and into the roller filter. So there's that's where it gets pumped into, and then returns out of this up into here, back into the roller filter. So I'm kind of thinking that would kind of eliminate the need for GFO and or the C-Chem pellets, you know, to stop the phosphates. So it's just something that I'm toying with. And let me show you when it's lit up. Forget the paint job. Paint job didn't come out that great, but tell me what you think. So the rest of the sump stays pretty dark where it's not, you know, creating an algae problem. But let me know what you think of that. And tell me if you think if this is, you know, like Reef Palooza material. You know, to take it to a trade show and show it off. Comments, I need comments. Let me know. Tell me what you think. But I know I'm going to do this and the other on my big tank, and definitely I'm going to take the protein skimmer out. I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to shut it off for now and see what happens. I think the water's getting way too clean. Especially, you know, with the protein skimmer, I'm not putting any nutrients back into the tank. I mean, and I think I'm stripping it completely. So this way, instead of running the protein skimmer, I'm going to try the Kato reactor. So let me know what you think, guys. I'd appreciate it. All right, we'll see you on the next video. And the next video will be on you know, where I'm going to turn the protein skimmer off and let's see what the results are. Okay? All right. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I've been working a lot lately here. And I just did a short clip of a big, huge fountain that I just completed. It'll be at the end, if I can get it at the end. I'm going to try to edit it to where it's at the end of all of this, so wait till you see this monster. All right, see ya.